All right, everybody. So this is Son of Thunder, and I wanted to do a little bit of discussion today. So I was thinking about things to talk about. There's been a lot of stuff in the news lately, and two of the things that I've been following kind of overlapped a little bit. And so the topic that I wanted to talk about was experts, and what do you do with expert opinions, right? And I think people give too much credence to authority and experts. If an expert says it, well, then you're just supposed to believe it. But I don't think people actually believe that. I think they just use that as an argument. So when you're talking to somebody about something, if they have an expert that agrees with their opinion, then they'll cite that expert and say, well, you have to believe the experts. Or they'll say, well, you're not an expert, so why should I listen to you? This is what you call a logical fallacy. It's actually, called out specifically as the expert fallacy. But if you're a human being and you're capable of critical thought and logic and reason, then you don't have to be an expert to make an educated decision on something. You take in input from various sources and various experts, and then you use your own brain and make up your mind. And every human, in my opinion, has the ability to do that. So whenever somebody is trying to beat you over the head with, are they an expert? Are you an expert? That's that's an illegitimate argument. It's basically the admission that they don't have a good rational argument. All they can do is appeal to authority and try to dismiss whatever you're saying. And the other thing that I like to point out is that experts are wrong a lot of the time. I mean, a lot of the time. And what is the consequence for them being wrong? I mean, it's really not anything. They don't have any consequence for being wrong. Think about it. Like the CDC, for example, made all sorts of inaccurate predictions about this coronavirus thing that's happening. They did, the Imperial College, the IHME, all these different groups made all these ridiculously terrible predictions. And what's the consequence? I mean, they're not going to lose their jobs or go away or go bankrupt. Nothing happens. So they're experts. They sit and make all these judgments, and they're completely wrong. And then what happens? I don't know, but to me, your opinion holds a lot more weight if there's some skin in the game. But if you're just sitting there, telling everybody what to do, and if you're wrong, you suffer zero consequences, then your opinion is kind of worthless to me. I mean, maybe I'm alone in that, but that's how I feel. And the other thing that, for Christ's sakes, the CDC sent out coronavirus test kits that were contaminated with coronavirus. For all we know, they gave people a coronavirus infection. And we're supposed to listen to them on everything and just unquestioningly accept whatever they say. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, the other event that's reminding me of this is not nearly as important, but it's football. I was watching some of the draft online, and every time somebody would get drafted, one of those quote unquote experts on TV would have some sort of negative thing to say about him. I mean, it was literally every player. Now, these are the most elite, best football players in college football this year. They're getting drafted into the NFL to play football, so they're obviously, especially the guys in the first round, they're obviously the best football players in the country, of that age. And these experts are just trashing them every time, and I'm like, what's the consequence for that guy trashing that kid? What's the consequence? And the answer is nothing. If he says something inaccurate about one of those young kids, and it's wrong, he's gonna have his job still. He can't, he's not gonna lose anything. He might get some people angry on Twitter or something, but that's about the extent of the consequences. So just a general rule of thumb for me. When it comes to experts, you should take what they say and evaluate it. Use critical thinking. See if it makes sense. Don't just believe it because they're an expert. Because, they don't really have to worry about being right. they can just say what they want to, and unfortunately, people are conditioned to just believe them, and that's not good.